Hey y'all, Tenami K-Man. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 12th episode of the Quintessential Quintuplets. And I gotta say, this episode was by far one of the best episodes of the series, I gotta say. Because what I really liked about this Quintessential Quintuplets episode was, it was nice to get to see visually a contrast towards what Futato is in episode 1 to how he is now in episode 12, where in the situation that he's in, when he's really sick with the cold, I like how now he's finally in a situation where he at least has 4 friends that care about him to a large extent. Or maybe 5, depending on Nino. It's kind of hard to call with her, but I'll say 5. At least now, it's nice to see that he's got a good amount of friends that care about him. And in this episode, it has impact because throughout all the episodes, we've seen Futato struggle to get along with the Quintuplets and to say the right things. And I like how in this episode, all those struggles are now given a payoff at the very least. So, gotta give props to the writing staff for that. They did a phenomenal job. And then aside from that little development from a character standpoint, I also like how in this episode you see Miku seems like she's become a bit more assertive, because even though she hasn't necessarily done anything to advance romantically with Futato quite yet, I like how at the very least this episode sets it up, because you have Miku actually say to I wish. No, she says to Ichigo that she likes Futato, and that in her monologues that she wants Futato all to herself. And I was like, yeah, I like that war cry. It was fucking good. So that was also another cool thing I appreciated about this episode. It made it much, much more grander. And I also like how in this episode, you had to at the very least have a cool situation where, with Futato becoming sick, he's starting to become more self-aware of situations. I like how he feels guilt towards making Ichigo sick, and that is also a bit of character development on his front, because now he's caring about his friends to a certain extent, and I like that. It's showing him become a bit more considerate, because if we're talking about Futato from episode 1, that Futato wouldn't have considered this kind of stuff. So that's why I thought this episode did a lot of monumental stuff from the character standpoint. And then aside from the character development we got, I also like how from a story's perspective we made a good amount of plot progression. We finally finished the camping trip, and simultaneously the campfire dance ended, but at least they all held Futato's hand while he was sick so that he can recover, and that was pretty sweet from a story standpoint to see how they've also warmed up to Futato at that point. And I also like how things are smoothing over between Nino and Futato, because at the very least, Futato said some sweet things to Nino, and that was pretty nice. And I like that too. So this episode also did well in regards to also giving us a flash forward of also showing bits of the wedding, and it still fucking teases us because they showed Futato's bride, but she didn't say anything, and it's like, yeah, I know why, because the moment she says something, I'm pretty sure every anime fan and every manga fan's gonna haul ass, they're gonna listen to the voice, then they're gonna see which actress is the one that's speaking, so it's naturally obvious why they wouldn't have the bride say anything specifically yet, so touche. Anime staff, touche. But damn, I would love to know though who that bride is. But yeah, you know what they say, good things come to those who wait. So I also like that too. At the very least, we get to have more mysteries pop up in this show now, because it makes you wonder. They showed the bride, but they haven't shown the other Quintuplets yet, because as Futato was walking by, I don't think they showed them in the stands, or maybe the anime's obscuring them, and maybe as we get to the series finale, if that ever comes in anime form, then they'll actually show the other quintuplets in the in some of the benches or anything like that. So, all right, makes you wonder if the relationship between the quintuplets is going to sour, or is the writing staff just not conveying that information just to keep us in suspense? But I'd say either way, though, I thought those were good questions that the anime possibly built up, because it makes you wonder, are they going to actually get into verbal spats with each other, the quintuplets? Because at the very least, it's only confirmed that Miku likes Futaro in the previous episode pretty much as Ichigo also start to feel things for Futaro. So are these two gonna, go into some spout that could lead into some relationship breaking between the quintuplets? I mean, I don't have a fucking idea. I don't read the manga, but I'm tempted to. But the anime, I believe, sold quite a good amount of Blu-rays. I think like 5,500, and it boosted the manga dramatically. So it's like, feels like season 2, the chances are pretty damn good. But I'm so fucking tempted to read the manga. Oh. But you know what? I'll try to hold off. I'll try. And if I cannot resist the temptation, then if season 2 comes out, I'll just say straight up that, hey guys, I can't resist the temptation. I read the manga. But yeah, that's not. But I'd say that's why I did well. I thought I did well from a story standpoint. It actually opened up some interesting questions, and it progressed a lot. So I gotta give it credit for that. And now all the quintuplets are actually more motivated to study. So that's also some other more cool stuff from the episode too. And as for the animation and art, the animation, it was a weak point this episode, and it was a weak point throughout the whole series, but that doesn't really mess it up for me, because the art, at the very least, was pleasant in most sequences, and the voice performances were phenomenal, actually. I thought everyone did a great job, and the soundtrack's pretty pleasant. I mean, there wasn't the most soundtrack variety in the series, but I thought it worked. And as for the episode itself, I'm going to rate it a 10 out of 10, because even though there wasn't any new tracks, or there wasn't any fabulous animation, I liked the story and the character progression enough to feel comfortable to give this episode my rating of a 10 out of 10. As for the series itself, I thought it was pretty good, and I recommend this show for anyone that wants to see a pleasant romance or with horror elements and comedy. Definitely recommend y'all to check this out, because this is pretty good. It had nice wholesome moments, and if season 2 comes out, I'm gonna definitely be live reacting to that, like that. Provided that I'm not dead, and provided nothing happens to me, or provided that I'm not in like a fucking major ass financial situation. Gotta preface it there, because you never know life. Life is random as fuck, you know? Hell, for all I know, I could be reviewing this right now, and then a plane could crash accidentally into my home, you know? Hopefully it never comes to that. But provided none of that stuff happens, I'm definitely live reacting to season 2. Alright, guys and gals. So anyways, these are my thoughts on episode 12 and the series in general. Comment out your thoughts in the comment section below. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Subscribe for more, and thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys later if you hit the bell and subscribe. Alright, bye-bye.